doing kind of like a stream thingy. Well, alright, hey everyone, it's me, Adam. So apparently I'm doing a stream kind of a like stream, so I may not publish it. So it might actually be privated, but I actually publish it, but I just don't do it online. So I just have to do this because I just prefer doing this instead of like making an actual video. I mean, this is actual video, but just recorded and upload to YouTube just takes forever. So I decided to do this. So I hope everyone's doing good. What is up? It's 6:23 in the morning. I just woke up at 4:30 because there were some things that I need to talk about. Some things. So yeah, today's June 15th. There's just a lot of things I guess going on. My summer vacation is doing okay, I guess, but even though good. But today we got, I guess, USA versus Mexico. We got some soccer football games. We got some competitions, friendly matches. We got USA versus Mexico. We got Italy versus France. No, sorry, Italy versus Spain. It's not for another like European and American competition. Well, it's called the UEFA, I guess, something like that. But here's the thing. I want to talk about, I guess, soccer, and I want to talk about here the time zone in California because I actually want to talk about some things. So yeah, I just hope that I can do something. I've been very busy yesterday. So apparently Argentina are actually playing at the moment. They are playing against Australia. It's 1-0 as I'm recording this. We're at the 59th, 60th minute. Even though I heard it's in VIX, but I don't know if YouTube they tried like broadcasting and it probably getting copyrighted. But for a friendly match, they already faced off in the World Cup just a few months ago. But they play in China for a friendly match, and Messi has scored his second goal. And no, in just 1 minute or two. But they haven't scored too much. So Argentina, they never lose. I'm just checking. So pretty much, the month of June, I guess, is kind of international break. El Salvador and Japan, they played today, and they beat in 1-0. They actually beat El Salvador 6-0. That's a lot. After Japan lost to Colombia at home and drew Uruguay, they actually beat El Salvador 6-0. That's a lot. Even at home. Because some parts of the world, there's international like there's some international game either for a friendly match or a competition. It feels like that someone must do something now. pretty much. So yeah, like pretty much there's so many like competitions. There's a CONCACAF, I guess, Nations League, which is going to be for the U.S. and Mexico. There's Panama Cats for semifinals. There's the Gold Cup. There's also the UEFA semifinals, Nations League as well, which is kind of competition besides the Euro. Then you have the Euro qualifiers. But yeah, England and France they don't play until tomorrow. But the U.S. and Mexico play today. That's against each other. We'll see what Panama and Canada will do. The game will be at 7 p.m. even though it's 12 and a half hours away from me. But yesterday the Netherlands. But yesterday there's just been. Yesterday the Netherlands have unfortunately crashed out the um the UEFA semifinals since that they lost into extra time and they just kind of bottled it and to find that equalizer. But I want to talk about, I guess, the time zone. I just want to talk about how it's affect me and all this and all that. Because you know I live in California, right? The west coast of the U.S., one of the states that are getting worse and worse by day. And I'm getting fed up. And yes, but yeah, pretty much. But here's why I don't like, I guess here's why I kind of don't like, here's why I kind of don't like, alright, sorry if I'm like, I'm speaking loud enough, but like, here's what I kind of don't like about the time zone. Alright, guys, so I'm trying to get into it. But yeah, I'm just kind of a little bit tired. Ugh. Because here's why. California, like, we are, we're just behind, we're just behind around the world right now. We are. We are. We're just behind the rest of the world. We're just, we're just behind. And not only them, basically, like, basically, yeah, but basically, like, we're just behind the rest of the world. Because here's the thing. I know, yes, everyone will have a different time zone, yes. But I just think here in the West Coast, we're just behind everyone. Like, the West Coast, it's already 9:32, it's 6:32 right here. And, and then we also have to, and then there's just that big match later tonight. And here's what I don't like about the time zone. So, you know that there are, like, like leagues, right, in general, right? Even though football in Asia is not big, football in Asia is not really big. I know Japan and South Korea are likely trying to get one. Oh shit! I have an update. I heard Argentina might have scored, and I think Argentina are 2-0 up already against Australia. Oh my days, are you kidding? It's 2-0. We scored, they did ahead. Which is unbelievable. You see, Argentina, they're just too good, and you wanna know something? I know it's a little bit off topic, but here's the thing. If Messi wants to join Inter Miami, I just see Messi has different vibes. He, he's just so proud of Argentina versus his national team in his country. But for the club, especially at PSG, he just, maybe Messi can score goals, but he just doesn't. He just thinks PSG's just wrong. And I understand why. I think it's Messi that scored to 68 minutes, but still, Messi just has confidence with his national team and Barcelona. But even though Barcelona can't get him back, the reason why I kind of don't like Messi coming, this, the reason why I kind of oppose Messi kind of coming to Inter Miami is because Inter Miami are just bottom in the league. And no, I'm not even here to defend Ronaldo, but like, he could have stayed in Europe for at least 2 more years. He should have not joined PSG probably in the first place then. But I understand why Barcelona can't keep him. He should have joined Manchester City for at least 2 years. Maybe, I guess, go to Inter Miami or who knows. I know he doesn't want to go to Saudi. Because Saudi Arabia is looking for everyone. But pretty much, yeah. Pretty much, yeah. It's only 9:36 in China, I see. Dude, there's just so much events happening this summer. COVID is over, pretty much, thankfully, but still, yeah, but Messi could have stayed at least in Barcelona, could have stayed for Champions League football. It's just unfair because I'm at California, it's just ridiculous. Because my Florida, they get whatever. Florida's just a better place, but let's be honest. And then, you know what, and here's what I'm fed up about California, about their time zone. We're just behind the rest of the world. We're absolutely one of the last places, dude. One of the last places for a new day. Sure, in Australia it's like midnight already. It's 2 a.m. I mean, no, it's midnight. Put some serious games, yeah. So pretty much, yes. So yeah, pretty much they won't let you have at least 1 week without football because even if like I guess the season is over, or for at least for the European calendar, because no one cares about another leagues besides the Premier League, the Bundesliga, La Liga, Liga 1, um, Serie A. Besides that, no, just that's all they care pretty much. 98% football's over there in those leagues, or 95%. But do you want to know something, guys? But here's the thing. I need to start talking. But here's what disappoints me about the time zone. And then for a new, and then basically for a new year. But if you're talking about for a new year, we are one of the last places. Well, we're not even last, but I feel like we are last. The only places that have that have that's behind us are I think is Alaska and Hawaii. That's it. And Alaska it's 5:39 in the morning. And Hawaii, dude, it's still dark over there. It's 3:40 in the morning. What? They're 3 hours behind us. What? They decided not to change the time zone. Are you kidding me? So it's dark. Dude, Hawaii is 6 hours behind New York, the East Coast, right behind most of America. It is so early over there. Dude, Hawaii is the last dead place. But here's the thing, the first place, it's New Zealand, and it's 1:40 in the morning. Some parts of New Zealand are just a couple minutes. Wait, what the? 2:26. Wait, what is this? Oh, wow. There's some island in New Zealand that has a weird time zone. They are a few hours behind me. Well, actually, technically 20 hours. But just a few minutes behind the actual minutes. So I don't know why it's too. But damn. Normally, New Zealand is 21 hours, but I'm not even surprised. I'm not even surprised they show up to 19 hours. Auckland and Wellington, New Zealand. Pretty much, yeah. Australia, it's 11:42 p.m. So people, it's already almost Friday. Like, like Asia, they're just so much ahead, and every time it's New Year's, it only starts with New Zealand, right? It goes to Oceania, right? Then it's Asia, right? Parts of Russia, right? In the Siberia region. Then Japan, right? China, South Korea, and all that. Thailand. And then guess what? And it goes further, right? But yeah. But sometimes, the daylight saving, sometimes some places change and some of them don't. And it's weird, of course. I think in the winter, some places it's 7, but then goes back to 8, or who knows. But normally here in California, we're dead last almost. It feels like we are, but except for Alaska and Hawaii. But I don't know if Hawaii actually do change their time. But dude, if they are 3 hours, dude, they're just behind the rest. They're just behind everyone. And the US, we're just behind the rest of the world. The US, we're kind of behind the rest of the world. Yes, we do have our same time zones. We do share time zones. Some of our neighbors, in Canada and Mexico, well, the states that have it, the same time zone, same regions or province. Okay, let me get. Alright, now I can start. Now, let me. Alright, enough talking about the time, difference. I mean, well, I want to talk about, here's the thing, about football, about soccer. So, the Premier League, right? I know it's finished, like I said. So there won't be no. So there won't be no Premier League fixtures. There's no Premier League football until August 11th. It's been announced a few days ago. But yeah, but yeah, the Premier League fixtures, dude. Dude, some people like, dude, dude. Match day one begins on August 11th. It just feels like the Premier League just got rebranded, but it did because it's the different fixtures. But here are the first 20 matches of day one fixtures of the Premier League, right? Because remember, some teams got relegated, some teams got promoted. 3 of them. We got Burnley versus Man City, 12 p.m. my time, August 11th. Arsenal, August 12th, 4:30. August 11th will be Friday, Thursday. These are the fixtures. Sheffield United comes in, Bournemouth. We got Chelsea and Liverpool. Manchester United will play Wolves again. But yeah, so that's it. It is. So pretty much Chelsea and Liverpool, they're gonna face off again for a third time in a year. They're facing off on average every like 3 or 4 months because they barely even faced off that much last year. So they're gonna face off 3 times this year. Oh my days. Because remember, Leicester, Leeds, Southampton are relegated. The replacements are Burnley, Sheffield United, as they return Luton Town. Manchester United will play Wolves again. Didn't they already play just that May? They just played a few weeks ago. Why do they still have to play? Yeah. Like, why? That early already? Oh my days. But that's thankfully not until August. La Liga hasn't released it out. Can't believe we're already halfway, but still. But here's the problem. Alright, so normally the Premier League, it depends what schedule happens, right? Normally, right? Normally a match, you want to know something? I don't have much for the Premier League. It's on, normally it's on NBC Sports. Normally NBC, USA Network, or work broadcast the games. And then for the Spanish one, they don't do it all of them. Oh yeah, Peacock. They also do it on Telemundo and Universal sometimes, but they don't broadcast all the games. But yeah, we got so many games that are, so many teams that are new. But yeah, and then here's the thing, it's 6:48, and Newcastle will face off Chelsea at home in November, just like last year. But here's the difference: this Premier League. So since we're not gonna have, since the reason why it was delayed by a week or two, because of the World Cup, I guess. So the Premier League should ease earlier, and we should have that like winter break or like that 2 week break, 1 week without football. But yeah, but it depends. Some people do need break football, even though there is it. But it depends. But yeah. Oh wow, Manchester United will face off Chelsea December 6th, even though they just played recently, 2 weeks ago. 2, 3 weeks ago. Oh my days. Pretty much, yeah. But here's the thing. Normally, you wanna know something besides the broadcasting rights? Um, normally, you wanna know something? In England, you can't even watch all the Premier Leagues because there's a thing called the 3 p.m. blackout. And having the 3 p.m. blackouts means that there's no football or soccer to be live between 2:45 and 5:15, and that sucks. If you're in England, yes, but in the US we can actually watch all your games when there are multiple games streaming, multiple games happening around that clip. Because it's not just in the Premier League, it's also in the Championship and League One and League Two, another like top flight of football in England. They're all happening at the same time. And the only way you can see it is actually go to it and buy tickets. And pretty much, yeah. Pretty much, yeah. But yeah, 2024, oh my goodness. But yeah, like the 3 p.m. blackouts, I know it's kind of a little bit stupid, the rules. Because like people in the UK would probably have to use a VPN to watch our games, and I can't blame them. Because there are normally, even though the UK is 8 hours ahead of me, so it's technically 7 a.m., which is almost 7 a.m. right here. But I'm talking about normal like Premier League fixtures. Normally on a Saturday, there's always 3 p.m. There's always like Here's what it starts. The earliest Premier League game, sometimes the average Premier League fixture, it starts around 4:30 in the morning on a Saturday. Yes, and I have to wake up that early, even though it's 7 in the morning in the Eastern Coast, right? I have to wake up that early, and it's you have to wake up that early. It's I know it's and yeah, and I have to start and I have to get used to waking up early. I try to not make any noise. And yes, and it is still dark around that time, 4:30 in the morning. Before there's the 3 p.m. like kickoffs. It depends what they say. It depends because the fixtures can change, but the average one there's normally like 3 p.m. games. There's normally 7 a.m. games. Normally there's a 7 a.m. game, and then after this there's also the 5:30 kickoffs in England, which is the 9:30 a.m. Which means so, but yeah, normally it depends what fixture. It could be 3 games, it could be four, it could be up to 6 games during the 7 a.m. black 7 games. Normally one will be streamed on USA Network or Universal if Universal is available. Universal. Um. Universal. Yeah, that's what I said. Normally around that time. For normally around that time. And then normally, basically, yes, it could be either that, huh? But yeah, sometimes there's only one game, there's only 2 games and all that, like April 29th fixtures or April 20 or May 6th fixtures. Anything could change. Anything. Oh shoot, one video might be taken down already. Oh shoot, someone is being claimed. Like, and you know what? I'm also getting fed up about something else, and it's unrelated. I heard that YouTube is trying to copyright some people. Some of these networks are trying to copyright them for no reason. Oh, because they own it, but yet they're not even streaming them yet. Just to protect the TV rights. Like, but at the same time, like, ain't you putting too much authority? Like, people, they just make this a big deal. I don't even agree that much. I might have to do a video about this. Argentina are likely winning. So already the match ends 7-0. But pretty much, yeah. Normally there's a 9:30 a.m. game, and I think that's about it. And on Sunday, usually, I don't know if they'll change something for Sunday. There's normally like a 6 a.m. fixture, also known as 2 p.m. fixture over there in England. And then there's an 8:30 fixture right here, which is 4:30 over there. And then normally, but there are some games held on midweek. It depends if they miss one or not. It's held around 12 p.m. If it's held on a Monday or Friday, as long as there's only one game, it's always held at 12 p.m., which is as late as 8 p.m. On the weekends, they don't hold no longer than 8 p.m. They don't. But if it's on a midweek, yes, they do. But yeah, like, and then here's the thing. Sometimes the fixtures in the Premier League, they sometimes have some games have to get postponed because of, I guess, the FA Cup and all that Cup, also known as the League Cup, and all this, and they have to mix it up. Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much. But yeah, I have to wake up that early. But I can mostly watch Premier League games, but except not on the weekdays. If I'm not on holiday, I mean, if there's no like holiday day or like a break or a week break, winter or or spring break or something like that, or like a holiday, just or days off of school, I cannot watch that because I'm at school and that really disappoints me. It's actually not even that fair. Let's be honest, because if you're in California, okay, let's say that I'm just gonna pick one of these fixtures. It's 7 a.m. It's 7 a.m. Right? No, no, it's 12 p.m. I'm trying to pick a random fixture because sometimes there are games at the same time. Oh shoot! On September 2nd, all those games are going to happen at the same time. Oh my days! Well, there's 7 a.m. games are going to happen. Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much, yeah. Sometimes they do hold 7 a.m. fixtures, so pretty much had to be broadcasted on like maybe every like somewhat television or somewhat. And normal, and you wanna okay, I'm trying. Some of them are just 7 a.m. fixtures. Jesus, are you kidding me? Just held them all at the same time. All 10 games at the same time. I'm trying to find a 12 p.m. fixture. Oh, are they actually doing 7 a.m.? So there's some that have 8 a.m. And that's early November. Oh, wait, that could be because of the time zone. Because normally here in the Bay Area, well, the US, I mean, we change the time zone probably before than Europe. Like a week or two before. I don't know why they want to do 7 a.m. Well, I do find an 11:45, but alright, for example, December 6th, Manchester United plays against Chelsea, right? Wait, what day is December 6th? I think it could be on a Monday, if I'm correct. Oh no, it might be on a Tuesday. Or whatever. It could be 11:45. It could be 12. But whatever those days are at school, like for example, like those example, right? It depends. If not, if I can't find anymore, for example, if there's Arsenal versus or it's like saying if there's Arsenal versus Nottingham Forest, and if it's held on 12 p.m. or Chelsea versus Aston Villa, right? And it's held around 11:45, 12 p.m., right? But it's held on I guess on a Thursday or Friday. But I can't watch it because I'm at school. And my thoughts, it just sucks. And do you know what's stupid? I don't get out. You know what sucks? I mean, I don't get out of school not until I don't get out of school normally until 3:15 or 3:30, and I'm not happy about it because if you live in Florida, that's technically 3 p.m., right? That's 3 p.m. If you live in the East Coast, especially in Florida, that's 3 p.m. And then, fine, you may miss maybe the first half, maybe, or at least 30-40 minutes of it, almost around the first half. But you get to enjoy the second half. Meanwhile, I'm here in school dealing bullshit works and your teachers and all this. Luckily, it's going to be my last year of school before I graduate. But it just sucks. Like same thing for La Liga. And then as for La Liga, normally you wanna know something? La Liga they sometimes change matches. They normally held they're normally held even though Spain is 9 hours ahead, 1 hour ahead of the UK because of time difference I think. Normal La Liga their fixtures you wanna know something? Here's what they do. Normally they actually hold one game on Friday, which is 12 p.m. here, 9 p.m. over there. And then they hold the rest. They hold 4 games on Saturday and another 4 on Sunday and one more on Monday. And then there are no more days. Sometimes they also do I guess midday fixtures if something messes up or misses. Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much, yeah. It just sucks. Like, like you can have someone from parts of the U.S. Dude, if you were in Hawaii, you're probably not gonna watch neither of them. And if you want to watch an Asia match, even though they're very rare, even though in Asia they just don't care about soccer or football too much, they're more with like cricket or baseball or something like that. If you want to watch those matches, even I don't know, I guess where to find it. Um, if you want to watch those, you have to like get up super early. But normally in Europe, but here's the thing. In Europe, if you want to watch the 12 p.m., it in some like in some, but every league is different. even though in Spain that's like 2 p.m. and Spain does it late, right? Spain does it late than England's, right? Spain normally it's 9 p.m. once they hold the big games. I mean, well, it depends. Sometimes they hold Real Madrid games or Barcelona or Atletico Madrid games at the beginning, but it's sometimes they just put at the end. And then Atletico Madrid. But yeah, but yeah, and it depends on League on One. They do it. Dude, every league is different. Sometimes in Series A in Italy, they hold like normally in the League One games. They're not held. They do it differently. On Saturday, normally on like Friday there's one game. There's two games on Saturday, but the rest of those are on Sunday. So of course there's every game. But in Series A, there's one game that is held as early as 3 a.m. right here in the U.S., which is technically 12 p.m. games. That's the earliest. I think Series A, I think, to hold the earliest games. Around 3 in the morning. Like 12 p.m. over there. 3 in the morning, people have to like wake up if you want. If it's especially in the big clubs, if Napoli or AC or Inter Milan plays at 12 p.m. Yes, pretty much, yeah. It's just so early. If you want to watch like European games, like California, it's kind of hard. You have to wake up early. Spain, they're like more chill, so they don't have to be too much. But yeah, that's how it is. It just depends. But do you know what? But here's the thing. What about the Champions League? The Champions League, it kind of annoys me a bit. I don't know. Oh shoot! I already seen some already upcoming matches about Champions League 2023 and 2024, but those are about the qualifiers. Super small clubs. But yeah, pretty much, yeah. Pretty much, yeah. But here's the thing. But here's the thing. Here's what annoys me about the Champions League. I know we just finished the Champions League, but I'm talking about the next year one. Manchester City, yes, they beat Inter Milan, winning the treble, which will anger United fans the most. Yes, pretty much, yeah. Pretty much, yeah. But yeah, oh my goodness. Here's what, normally the Champions League, even though I wasn't even around, I wasn't even in here, I wasn't even around, uh, around the, around the group stages. I wasn't. I just was doing my own thing before I just got interested after the World Cup. Pretty much, yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Pretty much, yes. But here's the thing. So I don't know how they do it, but here's the thing: the Champions League, for normally all the Champions League is on Premier Plus and CBS Sports. Pretty much only does one at a time, I guess, on TV television because I don't have Premier Plus. I have CBS Sports. I mean, well, it's on local CBS. They broadcast it pretty much. And then and then and then normally there's, yeah. Normally the Champions League. Pretty much. Alright, so sorry for not saying anything because we good. I probably gonna have to go back to sleep. Well, I know there's Spain versus Italy later, but here's the thing, Champions League. But here's the problem anyways. Normally, well, even though when it comes to semifinals, then they can broadcast, I guess, every game, I guess. Since there's only gonna be one. And of course a final. And then so knowledgeable. Because England nails. But yeah, like the Champions League, we have to like no normally like most of them are held I think around 12 p.m. I'm correct. No, I think it's always been 12 p.m. But here's the problem. Sometimes I cannot watch it. And it always has to be held every fucking midweek. Midweek. During the weekdays. And it sucks because I prefer. Another thing, yeah. But yeah, like normally the Champions League like depends on Tuesday. I know we have lunch I think around 12:30. 12:15 on Wednesday and 12:48 on Tuesday. So yeah, I just can't fully watch them. And it just sucks. And then the Europa League is only held on Thursdays, so it's no. But yeah. But yeah, just kind of, it does suck. It kind of sucks. I just can't watch. But if you were in Florida, like I said, you're just gonna miss maybe I guess half an hour. Some people come out maybe around 3 o'clock, 3:15, 3:30. But I think you're likely gonna miss 20 minutes or half an hour around almost. You miss almost the first half. But they're here for the second half. Meanwhile, they probably were like fifth or sixth period class, boring class. That doesn't even interest in you. And it's just stupid. And it sucks. That pisses me off being in California. You know, in Florida you can do that. It's just a fucking joke. And then those European matches, normally the 12 p.m. matches right here, it's 3 p.m. in Florida. It's not much of a big deal. I'm just disappointed. We're just behind the rest of the world. The time zones, exactly. Mhm. But yeah, the leagues. It's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. The time zone. It's just not even fair. Let's be honest. I see. I know. I know. I know. They can say whatever they want, but still, like. And no, some picture to be a joke. These people are not doing anything, fam. These people are just not doing anything, dude. I know some of these pictures are. I just don't know what to say. Like, oh my goodness, at least I don't have to deal with some of the league fixtures till 2020. I mean, till August. But yeah, anything could change. Like, it just sucks. Like, Florida, you can write the European games. Well, it only makes sense when there's like, when it only makes sense for California if you want to watch local games, even though there are very few. It makes sense if I guess normally Liga MX games they're normally held late at 7 or 8 p.m. right here in California, right? Mostly because of I guess Club America or something like that. Normally those games you can watch that. It will be hella late in Florida. It will be 10 or 11 p.m. and doesn't end till probably till 1. So it makes sense why, I guess. But those are very few. And then sometimes the US Mexico games, it makes sense. Because in the East Coast today, it's going to be 10 p.m. and you have to stay up. So it makes sense, but it's just very few. Or, but normally the latest MLS game begins at 7:30, which ends till 9:30. So I guess it makes sense why. I might have to just get used to it, but I'm talking about the Champions League. That's my issue, I guess. And it's not even just about the Champions League. It's also I need to mention about the World Cup. Remember the World Cup that was held in Qatar? It wasn't even that. I mean, well, Of course, yes, it was great. Of course, I don't know. There was just so much controversy about the guitar thing, but my issue is the time zone. It wasn't, but it was, but you, but it was, but I was disappointed a bit because it was held during the fall and winter. Because it makes sense, because Qatar was going to be as hot, even though it still is kind of hot, but it's just so sweltering, and no one could stand the heat in the month of June and July. So no wonder why they had to move to November and December, and not hold it in and not hold the games in and not hold the games um Monday. I mean, not hold the games. No. Not hold the games during the summer. I mean, and then here's the thing: the first week of the World Cup during the group stages, I I was free because here's the thing. 30 much, yeah. I was 1 week free because it was Thanksgiving break. Even though Thanksgiving was held on Thursday, like it was the beginning of the group stages, and that's why people started, like, I guess, talk about. But yeah, that World Cup, of course, I will never forget, I guess. But I can't even watch all the games, I know. I didn't even watch during the last games of the group stages because I was at school. I was at school. And I didn't even have the Xfinity app yet back then. I didn't even have Fox Sports 1. Telemundo mostly broadcast the games for me, I guess. And I was just. But here's the thing. Like, remember Japan versus Spain, right? Germany versus Costa Rica. I couldn't. That's for an example. Normally in the last two of the group stages, I can't even watch those games. And I was disappointed about the result. Because I really want to watch the game live, but I couldn't. It's just ridiculous. This World Cup has taken me until almost winter break. It sucked. I had to miss some games because of course it's not like in Russia where you can just actually watch them. Because normally if there's a second game, I think either Fox Sports 2 or Peacock takes care of it. But yeah, like someone like they have like different rights or like I don't know. But yeah, that's for the World Cup. It just sucked a bit. I mean, no, it didn't, but you just couldn't watch all of them. But you know what? The only time it makes sense here in California when I guess our local games like San Jose Earthquakes, LAFC, and LA Galaxy in the MLS plays 7:30 p.m. or like 7 p.m. matches in Liga MX or 7 p.m. like as U.S. national team plays. It makes sense. You know, most of the pictures are being held on the East Coast, but that's it. So I think there are five the West Coast states, but I think in the whole Western USA, I think there's actually 14. But you know what? The time zone disappoints me a bit when it comes to European games, some European games. But it makes sense when either Club America or Dobby game. It makes sense. Sometimes a game could be held at 6 p.m. over there. Yeah, pretty much. But anyways, I think I'm about to go. I'll try beating Zach's stream. I got a big hint. Then probably gonna go back to sleep or just lay down or whatever. Anyways, later I guess. I just don't like the time zone.